up?
Not much, bro. Just got my my background music going. Wow, my intro music. You know, some more AI shit.
Of course.
I guess I'm gonna slide into Taco's messages and try to see if I can get him in.
Fucking choke you with garland, punch tinsel through your teeth, pierce ornaments through your sack, make you my Christmas tree. What kind of man watches another man sleep? Fucking bitch ass creep. Oh, you say ho, 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 fucking no, no, no. I'm just a lunatic shoving pine needles up your prick. Ho, 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 fucking no, no, no. You'll be pissing red and green. It's a fucking Christmas tree.
Yeah,
All right.
those people made a whole fucking Christmas album. It's pretty funny.
All right. You're up on Facebook too.
All right, dope. We'll jam out the Baldur's Gate today. That sounds good enough. Although maybe I had to lower the levels on that just a little bit, so it ain't coming in so fucking hot and overpowering us. Oh shit. Well, we have fucking reached the tail end of the damn holiday season. I still have a little bit of fuckery that we're gonna get into, but there's a light at the end of the tunnel.
Hey.
So I'm pretty happy with that.
Yep.
Gutierrez is tossing likes around already.
Boys.
So, I have to ask the question.
Okay.
Because it bears asking. What's your schedule looking like for New Year's?
Not be home.
Do what?
I won't be home.
Oh, okay.
I'll be at my girlfriend's in Biloxi.
Man, that always makes me think of that fucking Beavis and Butthead episode. Where they were on tech support.
Oh yeah.
How's the weather in Biloxi? I don't know. I'm not in fucking Biloxi.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking, it'll be, so, the first falls on a Wednesday. So I was wondering if we shouldn't have a stream on Tuesday instead. But if you're not going to be around...
I'm not going to be around.
And I don't think Taco is going to be around. I'll basically be sitting here talking to a fucking wall, and that'll be awkward.
Yeah, I'll probably be leaving Friday or Saturday, and I won't be coming back till Wednesday.
Okay, well, Nice. I missed the last Kekfest because of work shit. I ended up not making it home from work until like last Wednesday. I didn't make it home from work until like 10 or 10:30.
Damn.
Like fucking everybody in the house is in bed. Like, well, right. But I work 40 hours a week regardless of how the company gets those hours. So I took Monday off. And we had Tuesday and today off. So, oh yeah, and then I noped the fuck out early on Friday. So, I had a nice, decently long weekend without using any PTO or anything.
That's always nice.
Dania had to work yesterday. Or not yesterday. Fucking words. Monday. Which kind of sucked, but they didn't. I don't know. They didn't make her. I don't know. I'm not sure what she would have liked more. Because working until fucking like 10:30 at night's not preferable either.
Nah.
Yesterday I got a call from one of my distributors. They'd like me to order some stuff eventually.
Yeah, I would think they want to make money, you know?
Yeah. So they're like, oh yeah, you know, you get us this stuff and we can get you better pricing. And I don't know, we had like a 20-minute long conversation about, well, basically fucking arms dealer shit. We got the kids. We got a Christmas tree behind me. It's the first time in years I've had a Christmas tree in my house.
Funny.
And the kid got his Christmas presents, and he's pretty happy.
That's awesome. It's always a good thing.
Yeah. We got him a Nerf. Well, my brother and his wife got him a Nerf gun, and I guess they're making Nerf guns kind of serious nowadays. This motherfucker is a night vision scope that like actually works.
Maybe you should sell him a silencer.
He's got one. But the night vision scope thing is kind of crazy to have on a fucking Nerf gun.
Yeah.
And it actually does see in the dark. Now, the caveat to that, like, you can't mount it on a real gun with any effectiveness, because really it's just an IR camera with a screen that's powered by some AA batteries. So that red light emitted from the scope would give your position away. But I wouldn't have cared, and I would have still loved that when I was a kid. There might be a way for a guy to take apart that scope and put the passive IR lights in there that don't emit the red light. But that's a lot of effort for a toy. And then we got him a real gun. I think I still have it here somewhere. Got him a little savage rascal. It ain't nothing too crazy. It's just a fucking...
Yeah.
It's a single shot fucking bolt. It's a single shot fucking bolt gun.
Oh, okay.
So, like, before all you guys come into the fucking comment section, like, I mean, he's not gonna have access to it unless we're using it, but or he's supervised. But before you guys come into the comment section, like, oh, what if he like takes it and does something bad or whatever, like you know those parents that like fucking buy their kid a handgun and then that kid goes and shoots somebody. Like, this isn't gonna happen with this.
Yeah. He's
Like,
gonna have it. He's gonna have access to it when he's supervised and being trained on how to use it.
yeah, but hypothetically, even if he wasn't, like, you're only shooting one bullet at a time, right? You have to shoot that motherfucker, rack the bolt back, put another bullet in there, and get ready to shoot again, and then take aim. Like, at that rate, you're practically using a low-powered musket. Like, you could go down to the Walmart and buy a 7.62 Pump Master BB gun and cause more trouble. One of these Christmases, in the old Christmas spirit, I want to buy the kid a Red Ryder BB gun. Oh, you'll shoot your eye out.
Yeah, and
To those of you who understand that movie reference, fucking great on you. To those of you who don't, I don't know. Taco is a couple minutes out. Let's see. What are some of the things that I can think of that we could talk about today? They're charging the fucking CEO killer with terrorism. I don't know if you heard that.
no, I haven't.
Yeah, they're charging the Luigi fucking Mangione, or however the fuck you say the guy's name. The fucking New York is charging him with terrorism. Ain't that about a bitch?
I'm not surprised though.
I mean, I'm not surprised either, but I'm disappointed.
Yeah, definitely that.
Because
I mean, it's murder, but it ain't what he says it is.
yeah, like, it ain't terrorism. Well, by what New York classifies to be terrorism, it might be. But maybe New York needs to reevaluate what it classifies as terrorism. Because unless it's a fucking, like, I don't know, the president or some shit, or the fucking presidential candidate, or the presidential elect, or, like, I don't know, fucking the King of England, or the fucking Sultan Prince of Brunei, or what the fuck ever, like.
Bring my homie Luigi Macaroni. He didn't do anything.
Dude,
Yeah, my buddy didn't do shit.
I could see a solid argument for terrorism if this guy shot like some global fucking leader. Like, I don't think he really did it, but for the intents of making things easier to say, I'm gonna talk as if he did. Although I really don't think he did. All I can say is Epstein didn't kill himself.
Exactly.
Hey, jet fuel doesn't melt steel beams. That's all I'm saying.
What's up, Jamie Cowie? How you doing, brother man?
What's up, Taco?
What's good? How you guys doing? Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, bro.
Merry Christmas to you too, Broheim. So, how was you guys' Christmas?
Good.
I was actually running just a few minutes behind because I was leaving my mom's house.
Oh,
So that's why I was just a couple minutes off.
we're not interrupting you spending time with your mom, are we?
No, we were getting ready to leave anyway. I'd planned it that way so that I'd be back on time. We just stayed longer than we thought.
Oh, okay,
Oh, good.
fair enough.
All in all, good Christmas. I can't complain.
I mean, you could.
And I got my my soundboard working, so I'm gonna shoot it.
You're gonna shoot something? I think we lost Taco. I think somebody shot him. Rip.
He's still in here. He just might be in a bad area.
What? Oh. Hi. You want me to turn your mic on? Dang, this is high.
Hello.
So yeah,
Nothing? Yep, there I am.
there you are.
Hey,
All right, I'm gonna send you a pic of my soundboard. Well, not soundboard, but PA that is now connected to my PC.
Okay. Well, I could have, I'm surprised you didn't come to me for advice on that. What'd you end up going
Well,
with?
It's pretty straightforward. It's a SoundTech board,
Okay.
and you'll see it. I sent it to you on Facebook.
When I go back through and I try to go into the messages and I just end up in the pages messages, right? Fucking, I had somebody message my page telling me it was scheduled for deletion,
Yeah.
and my response to them was "fuck you, sue me." So do you have it hooked into your? Well, that's not a USB mixer, is it?
No, it's not. The way I have it ran is from my headphone jack on my sound cord or my sound card to a RCA headphone into the board itself, and then the 6.5mm plugs from the PA to the board itself.
Well, that sounds kind of janky, but if it works and has decent quality.
It has great quality. And I have a little guy too, but I can't get this one to work for the life of me. I know it's not going to have the power that this thing has, but...
I'm thinking about buying a smaller mixer. I just want something that takes up less space on the desk. I don't really need 12 inputs on this. Although maybe I ought to just take my damn Focusrite, my Focusrite thing and put it back in the rack and use it and clear off that space on my desk.
Yeah,
But
that's...
I like some of the functionality this board gives me.
Right, that's a little guy, but it's a harbinger.
Honestly, on a gaming PC setup, between the two mix boards, that's the one I'd be using right there.
It doesn't have sound output though, man. It's great for the headphones, and my mic and shit, but definitely not sound that I'm trying to broadcast from my computer.
Well, I don't know. If you end up wanting to spend money on something that does it all, let me know and I'll give you some advice on something that's not terribly expensive.
That'll be near future.
Seems to be working for Chad.
I love this thing.
I mean, we're all using the same Yamaha mix boards.
Right.
It's awesome.
I was telling Chad earlier, I should tell you since you weren't here. We got a Christmas tree in my house for the first time in like eons. It's blocked by this shade. Here, get that shit out of the way. We had presents under it this morning.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Damn.
So the kid got an airsoft gun, or not an airsoft gun, a Nerf gun.
Yeah,
And the Nerf gun's legit got a night vision scope.
that's sweet.
And then the kid got a real gun.
A real?
A real gun, yeah.
Like what kind?
This right here. I'm pulling up on the camera. It's a Savage Arms Rascal 22 caliber. It's a single shot 22. It has a bolt action style way of working, but it doesn't have an internal magazine or anything, so you have to reload it every time you fire it. But it'll be great for teaching him the fundamentals of marksmanship, and when he gets bigger, we can buy him a bigger gun. What, are you a little sketched out by me and Dania buying the kid a gun?
Did I lose him again?
Unless he's like,
Yeah, no, I have my mic muted because my dogs are down here, and I don't want you guys to hear the tippy taps.
oh, okay.
But no, Facebook is lagging behind, so you just pulled it out like 10 seconds ago, so I'm just now looking at it.
Yeah, it's just a tiny little single shot fucking little fuck you plinking rifle. It's tapped for a scope. I might use that as an opportunity to teach him how to mount a scope once he learns how to shoot without one.
Yes, and I'm assuming that's LR?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I figured.
I would have liked it in 17 HMR a little bit better, but nobody was selling one in... I'm not even sure they make one in 17 HMR.
I can't think of one.
Now, this'll do.
That's more than enough.
But yeah, like, and it's not, I don't know, as far as guns go, it's not anything incredibly dangerous. Like, the kid could cause more trouble with a 7.62 Pump Master. Like, little fucking BB gun from Walmart, like Crossman. I think it's Crossman.
Yes, sir. Crossman.
I had one of those when I was a kid, and I like pulled it out of the trash, and the barrel was bent. The very front of the barrel. So I cut like 3 inches off the barrel. And then like fucking stuffed the, you know, the layer in between the inner barrel and the outer barrel? I stuffed it full of fucking rubber cement. And then like welded a fucking BB on the end of it for a sight, and then used a fucking disc grinder to grind that shit down.
And did it actually work?
Yes.
No shit.
Not only did it work, but it somehow made the gun more powerful. Cause I kid you not, with that fucking gun, I was able to shoot straight through a wooden fence. I'd be in the backyard and I'd shoot a fucking raccoon with it, and that fucker would drop dead. It was great. And then I ended up mounting a fucking laser sight on it. I mounted a laser sight, and then I had a like a cheap fucking scope. And dude, it was on at that point. It was on. It was on like Donkey Kong. So,
I mean, hell yeah.
Let's see, they're trying to charge Luigi with terrorism. Let's see what else we got. Well, we were talking about having a New Year's Kekfest, but Chad ain't gonna be around for that.
No.
He's otherwise occupied.
Yeah, that's his trip, isn't it?
Yeah,
I'm going to my girlfriend's.
I
Yeah.
mean, it's a trip.
Yeah.
How is the weather in Biloxi?
I'll let you know when I get there.
So yeah, like fucking New Year's Day, the 1st is on a Wednesday. So I was debating fucking doing some shit Tuesday night, but I probably won't. I don't know. So when are you back, Chad?
New Year's Day.
Okay. So if we went on as regularly scheduled, you'd be here. Hey, isn't January 6th Inauguration Day?
Is it 6th? I thought it was in the 20-somethings.
I forget.
The 6th, all right, the 6th is when they did the shit in Washington. The 20th is the actual inauguration.
Oh, okay. Wonder if there's gonna be another one. Probably not.
It'd be interesting, wouldn't it?
Dude, they like to fucking tout that shit as like, oh, it was a...
But is it still direct domestic terrorism and all this horrible shit if the left does it? Or is it going to be deemed necessary?
Oh, I don't think it's gonna be domestic terrorism if the left does it.
No, it's fine if they do it.
So
I
we're
mean,
having it. We're
kinda.
having. Go on. I'm sorry.
Well, I was just saying, I mean, kinda.
Yeah,
But go ahead.
we're having another round of Christmas this weekend.
That's cool.
Oh, yeah? What are you, like, expecting more people?
Yeah. Yeah. Dania's sister was coming down, and her mom went ahead and invited herself.
Oh, nice. That was nice.
Yeah.
We have my girl's sister coming this weekend as well. But I have work all weekend, so I'm thinking about taking some PTO.
Do it. But yeah, we're not terribly excited for Dania's mom coming into town.
Oh, I can understand that.
I don't know. I don't really like it when people try to invite themselves into my house or into our house or into an area that I live. And
I don't.
I know that Dania doesn't feel particularly great about it either. So, I don't know. Fucking... Either it's gonna go smooth or it's gonna be an absolute shit show. And, I don't know, me and Dania are on the same page with this shit, which thank God, because it'd be easy for us not to be. With it being her mom and shit. Like, her mom is sort of like a fucking diet Gemma Teller.
What?
Like, she tries to, like, be the fucking queen bee fucking matriarch of the whole fucking family.
I mean, all she needs to do is be told to sit down and shut the fuck up one good time by somebody that means it.
Well, there's a chance that that could happen. There's a chance that that could happen because I have certain boundaries that I'm not gonna let be crossed. So,
I mean, I call it how I see it. It depends on how you're acting in my house versus what I let you get away with.
well, and also those boundaries are a lot more flexible if you're actually invited.
It's true too.
Like if I actually want you there, I can, you can get away with more shit. But if I don't want you there, then yeah, fucking. I don't want to say it's quite a zero tolerance policy, but damn near. I am not seeing any comments on Facebook, although I haven't been able to look.
Just Gutierrez, that was it.
Yeah, it's fucking not showing on my OBS dashboard now.
Yeah, Gutierrez made one comment, that was it.
That dude always shows up. I love it.
Yeah, he's loyal.
I love it. Dude, I get a couple 100,000 more loyal fans that are like him. I'll be like the next Mr. Beast. Except ethical and not a piece of shit. Although maybe that's why I'll never be a big time fucking streamer.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't think of anybody that would wear a monocle. That's what I would do. That's what I picture you wearing.
A fucking monocle?
Yep.
I don't think I'm quite British enough for that, bro.
Start off every stream with, hey, what's up, peasants? How you guys doing?
Dude, I need to start dressing just a little bit more fancy. I need to start dressing just a little bit more fancy, you know?
Just wear a fedora.
Yeah.
Well, I can't fit a fedora over this headset.
No, but you can
Just
fit a fedora under it.
Well then, I mean, you got the brim.
No, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, put a slice in it to where it brims out around the headset. Fedora.
I feel like I'd potentially be ruining a hat.
Oh yeah, you're definitely gonna ruin the hat, but for aesthetic.
And then I gotta get a 3-piece pinstripe suit.
Right, nah, man, you wear a zoot suit.
Dania would kill me if I walked in a fucking zoot suit.
You tell her, nah, say, get me a beer.
Hey, say. Get a beer here, say. Oh, it's curtains for you, huh?
Dude, I come in wearing a fucking zoot suit, and she's either gonna stab me or she's gonna throw herself out the one window this apartment has.
She's gonna throw herself at you.
The fuck is the word that she likes so much? Defenestrate. She's gonna fucking defenestrate herself.
Well, that's messed up.
You know, you know that word, to like throw a human through a window. Or maybe she'll defenestrate me.
But it's okay because you're in a zoot suit, so they won't even have to change you. You could just be buried right there.
I mean, I might have to be buried because if I get yeeted out this window, I'm falling 16 feet on the fucking pavement.
I mean, 16 feet ain't that bad. You might survive.
Yeah, I might. Yeah, but I also might survive and will have wished I hadn't.
That's true.
Yeah, sir.
But
we regret to inform you that you're paralyzed from the neck down.
yeah, we're looking for handy-capable stuff, not handicapped stuff.
Like, you know what? If it was waist down, fuck it, whatever. I could still fucking game. I could still stream. I could still shoot guns. I mean,
right.
I won't be able to drive cars anymore. Like, use my motorcycle. Well, actually, maybe I could use my motorcycle.
Nah, man, we'll just Stephen Hawking up some shit so you can like aim with your eyes and like pull the trigger with your mind and shit.
Like if I was fucking paralyzed from the waist down, I could do like, I don't know, 70% of the things, maybe 75% of the things I enjoy doing. Still. Although life would kind of suck to a degree because of the way the stairs in my house are set up. I'd have to get one of them fucking right up the damn stairs.
A ramp or one of those self-driving stairs.
One of them self-driving stairs, like the seat
Yes,
that you
dude.
sit on, that just like.
I've watched Gremlins. That doesn't end well, bro.
Well, maybe next time I fall, I'll fall the right way, and
Yeah, right. Fall like a fucking man.
fall into a fucking grave or some shit. Although no, because I wouldn't have fallen the first time. I got defenestrated.
Right. Well, that's true.
Actually, you know what? If I got a zoot suit that was in my colors, she might like it.
I'm telling you, you got to get a zoot suit. It'll be awesome.
Dude, if I got a zoot suit that was black with like a fucking, I don't know, some kind of blood red fucking silk shirt underneath and one of them fucking... Although I might lose her at the gold chain with the money sign.
No, that's where you get her. You know what I'm saying? That kind of chain pulls bitches. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but she ain't into that shit.
Well, she's gonna have to learn real quick, bro. This is the new Sav.
Big money Sav.
She told me to please inform whoever that they can and will be stabbed.
I mean, that's a long stab. I mean, if a dick can go from here to Chicago, I assume that a knife can go from Kansas to Cleveland.
I mean, all she'd have to do is put it on my dick.
I gotta go to Chicago.
You know what? I should see if I could find a zoot suit in my colors.
I'm sure you can, dude. It's not gonna be hard.
I should get some of them snakeskin leather boots. Dude, though, actually, on the subject, I ordered a shirt off of Amazon that will go pretty well with that. I don't know. You know those fucking, the paisley shirts? That,
I know what you're talking about.
That sometimes Mexicans wear them. Like sometimes like cartel people and shit wear them. I can't get into my Amazon on my computer. I don't know my password, although I haven't known my Amazon password for like 4 years. Because I always try some shit, right? And I click forgot password, and that's like, oh, well, we'll just two-factor you in. I'm like, well, all right.
Man, we'll just get you one of them Bobby Brown, like weird shouldered yellow suits.
Dude, I'm gonna send you a screenshot of this shirt on Amazon, right? This would go perfectly with my zoot suit. Actually, Chad's gonna want to see it too, so I'm gonna post it up in moderator chat instead.
Alright.
They had it on clearance too. I got it for like $10. Or maybe I'll put it in genital since Mr. Purdy Mouth is here.
I wasn't going to interrupt the middle of your conversation, so
Yeah,
Hey,
it's in genital.
I'd rock that shirt.
I don't know. I kind of want something.
Pretty cool.
I kind of want something a little more spicy that I can wear, like, at work or wherever the fuck I am. So I've been thinking about trying out shit like that and seeing if anybody bitches about it, because, like, there's nothing in the rules that says that I can't.
What, like an SCKM zoot suit?
Yeah, there's nothing in the rules that says I can't. So I'm gonna wear it, and I'm gonna see if somebody gets pissed at me. And if nobody does, I'm gonna buy a few more. That'll be great. Although it's not gonna show up until the fucking 3rd, which is like forever from now.
That's okay, because we're not doing Kekfest next week. We're doing it the following week, and you can be in full zoot suit.
We're not doing it next week?
I
We're
thought
not?
you said he wasn't gonna be able to make it.
Well,
I'll be here Wednesday.
Well, yeah, I was debating doing it Tuesday night, because that's like New Year's night. We could sit here and watch the fucking ball drop together.
Well, I don't know if I'll be able to do that. My girl will kill me.
Yeah, if nobody's gonna be here, I'm not gonna talk to a fucking wall. We'll just do it on Wednesday, like normal.
Yeah, I say go Wednesday.
Yeah, well, that's what's gonna end up happening. I don't want to fucking just like, yeah. So, let's see. I showed y'all the present Dania got me for Christmas. Y'all get anything for Christmas?
I mean, I got myself some gifts so far.
Oh yeah, your iPhone you were telling me about earlier.
Yeah, I got a new phone and my new the new Zelda game.
Nice.
I haven't seen my girlfriend. I know she got me something. And my mother got me something. I just haven't gotten it yet. I think she got me some shoes.
Sweet.
Just haven't went and picked them out yet. I needed shoes.
So I have a bit of information now.
Oh.
Yeah, I said that my girl would kill me, and she was like, "Well, what?" So I explained it to her, and I was like, "Well, I can give you the other headset and a mic and put you on Discord and ring it in with all of us." And she was like, "Okay."
Oh.
So
okay.
I could get her on the Kekfest.
Shit, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Let me see if Dania has anything in mind for New Year's Eve, and if not, we'll fucking do that maybe. While I am just kind of, I don't know, waiting on that regard, I ranked up to the next mastery rank in Warframe.
Good
Yeah,
shit.
that's crazy to me, dude.
It's crazy to me too. I'm fucking legendary 2. Which is like, yeah, like back when I was streaming Warframe, like on a more serious level, when I was streaming it every day, I think I was mastery rank 24. So I'm like 8 ranks higher than that. And right now, the absolute highest in the game you can be is 34. That's where it caps. Because there's not enough, stuff to get you higher. Yeah, I don't know if I told Chad this. I was talking to Taco about it. Yeah, the other day I was taking on level 9,999 enemies.
Hey, why not?
Cause like, fuck it, no lube, I guess, right? Like, but yeah, I thought that was kind of fucking cool.
No, that's pretty badass. I mean, that took quite a while to get there, I can tell you that.
Yeah, I mean, it takes quite a while just doing an endless mission to get enemies that are that high to spawn. Like, Like, you don't see that unless you're going the distance. Hey, I got a question for you. Did you have any visions of like doing anything on New Year's Eve? Okay. Because I was debating because of the way it falls, like having the Kekfest that night instead of the Wednesday. But if you end up wanting to do something else, we can. Like I haven't announced anything or cemented that in.
I normally get like that shitty sparkling grape juice that they sell around New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Oh shit! It's slits and scrimps night.
Okay. So do we want to incorporate that into the Kekfest, or do we want to just not have the Kekfest that night, or like what do you?
I don't know. I mean, that's what I'm doing. You do you.
We're about to all get drunk and have a Kekfest with some slits and
Because
scrimps.
historically on the stream, I've had shrimp and beer, and I just sat here getting sloshed while streaming. So I didn't know if you wanted me to participate in your traditions, or if you don't care, or.
I'd like you to participate, but you don't gotta.
So do y'all do the sparkling thing at midnight, or do you do it when the ball drops? Okay.
We don't really watch anything. Hang out.
Just with ball drops.
Okay, so here's what I'm thinking about doing then. Cause I don't know, the ball drops at fucking Eastern time is when they do it, cause they do that shit in fucking New York. So the ball here would drop at 11. And I don't really have to stay on the stream after that.
So we start at 5 and we go until we can't speak in straight sentences.
How do you feel, Dania, about me going till 11-ish?
I mean, I know that voice. I'm pretty sure she's been in this Discord before.
She has.
She could jump in the Discord and we could all hear it real time.
Well, all I'd have to do is turn her mic on, and she'd have to. But she's not seeming to feel real talkative right now. Okay. Okay, well, I don't know.
Juices.
I want to participate in what you're doing, but I also want to do this, and I'm trying to figure out how to best do that.
I mean, we can aim for Wednesday too. It's not a big deal.
All right, yeah, we'll just shoot for Wednesday.
All right, sounds like a plan.
I'm not offended. She's like, I'm not even paying attention to your stream. Hey, what's up, Tiber? I'm sorry. Sorry, go on, Taco.
Yeah, I'm super offended.
For what? Oh, well, I'm not. She's.
I can hear it in your voice that you're so bummed about it.
She's playing.
Yeah, dude,
she's playing Coral Island. Like, she's engrossed in that. She doesn't care about what we're doing. So, should we, do we have any goals that we're working on in 2025?
Any hole?
Oh, as much as I love that answer. Like, do you legit have anything?
Dude, I'd love to quit smoking.
Are
And that's not even like a New Year's resolution thing. I really do want to quit smoking.
Tiber's leaving for basic training in February. What branch? I mean, I don't know.
Basic training, that's probably Army.
Well, fucking basic training could literally be any branch. Like, that term is used interchangeably everywhere.
Oh, you're not wrong.
Oh, you think... Oh, I think Jamie is fucking... There was some talk about them trying to make Canada a state.
Yeah, I heard that.
I mean, like Texas wanting to be its own state?
No, like become part of the United States of America.
No, I know, but I remember like 10, 12 years ago, Texas wanted to succeed.
I'm sorry?
And be, well, I guess it'd be its own country, not state, be its own country.
A lot of the Canadians that I've interacted with would actually prefer to be... Yeah, a lot of them say that their fucking free healthcare sucks, which our healthcare sucks too. So I don't see what the difference would be. But yeah, Army, that Army K-19. That's a fucking tank crewman, if I'm not mistaken. I'm rusty on my Army shit. Oh, congrats. Well,
I did find out about body armor in the state of Illinois.
oh yeah, what's the state of Illinois got to say about body armor?
I can't have anything above Cat Class 3A, and I can't wear it in Chicago.
Oh, you can't wear it in Chicago.
No, which is the country's largest outdoor shooting range.
Yeah, like the one place where you'd want to have body armor.
Yeah. But I guess Category 3A is big enough, it'll stop. Well, they said rifle. I mean, that is like pretty vague on a rifle, but
3A is what most people are wearing.
yeah.
Like, they say that it's supposed to stop 7.62.
I don't believe in that for a second. I think it'll slow it down enough to make it not lethal, but you're still going to have a colostomy bag.
I've seen enough Demolition Ranch body armor tests to know that if you've got the right brand, like, totally believable that it would. But again, that requires you to buy good armor, not like fucking Temu shit.
Right.
Hey, my t-shirt for Timo turned out really cute.
I mean, but you're not trusting your life to your t-shirt from Temu. Like, you're not counting on that thing to stop bullets. Yeah, it's a really nice shirt. But when we're like, yeah, like you don't want body armor shipped from China.
No.
I actually watched I don't know if it was Temu or Etsy, but Demolition Ranch or somebody bought body armor off of like one of these different websites. He bought like 5 different things of body armor. And some of what he got was laughable. Some of what he got did block some stuff, but I'm not entirely sure that I would recommend trusting your life to the absolute cheapest thing you can get.
Right.
But if you do,
Oh,
I guess go off.
It's
tell
military
you.
grade. You'll be all right. I don't think you realize how military grade works. The lowest bidder.
Yeah, but they still have to meet a certain standard.
Yeah, true.
That's the thing that makes military grade better than like other
The
shit.
mandatory minimum standard, though.
Yeah. Yeah, but sometimes that mandatory minimum standard is high. Not all the time. Like, I don't know, the fucking Mark 23 is a fucking military grade pistol.
Yeah.
And you won't really find too many better pistols. Actually, I would argue that you won't find any better pistol.
Better than the Colt?
The Mark 23?
You think it's better than a Colt?
Absolutely.
Really?
Yes. Yes. We're talking about the 1911, right?
Yes.
Yes. Wholeheartedly. No bullshit. The Mark 23 is objectively better than the Colt. I would take one Mark 23 over fucking 10 Colts. The Mark 23 has a higher capacity magazine than the 1911 does.
Well, yes, but we're also talking 45 rounds, too.
Yes. The Mark 23 shoots 45.
I thought it was a 40.
No. No, the USP,
Oh, the HK?
the USP shipped in 49 and 45. The Mark 23 is exclusively 45. It has a suppressor system that's designed around it.
Well, then that's a soap pump pistol, isn't it? The Mark
Yeah,
23?
Yeah. That pistol is stupidly fucking accurate. Oh, and then on top of that, one thing that it does that the Colt doesn't do is it takes overcharged fucking plus P45 fucking super ammo. And then on top of that, the durability tests that they put the Mark 23 through, the Colt just could not pass.
I mean, I would have to take your word for it because I truly don't know. But I was thinking 1911 is the gun, man.
I mean, I'm not saying that the 1911 is a bad gun. I don't want anybody to fucking get me mixed up there. However, I will say that from strictly a combat standpoint, the Mark 23 is the best pistol ever made. The Mark 23, the Special Operations Command offensive handgun was developed by H&K specifically for U.S. Special Forces. It was adopted as the service pistol under the designation Mark 23. It's a 45 caliber with excellent knockdown power and accuracy. However, the trade-off is that it is larger, heavier, and less wieldy. The Mark 23 gives shooters absolute match-grade accuracy while exceeding the most stringent operational requirements for a handgun. It passed the following tests to ensure that it would stand up to the rigorous requirements of Navy SEAL usage. 30,000 rounds of firing with plus P ammunition. Operating in extreme temperatures, upwards of 73 degrees Celsius to minus 54 degrees Celsius. Which is temperatures that would fucking kill you on either extreme. Like, I'm sorry, if it's 160 degrees and you're going outside, you're dead. Like, you're getting cooked.
Yeah. You're fucking cooked.
96 hours of putting it through mist and fucking sand, dust, and sludge tests. 96 hours of putting it through like surfing type conditions. They were saying there was one example of a Mark 23 that fired, they were saying 6,000 rounds without having any malfunctions before they cleaned it.
Damn. You know, that fucker's dirty as hell, too.
Like no 1911 on the face of the planet is going to do any of that. Like, it's a great gun. It's a great gun, but I don't think it's going to operate when it's freaking 60 degrees below. It might operate in the more extreme heat. It damn sure is not going to do a 30,000 round endurance test with plus P ammo. It has a 12 plus 1 capacity. Now, before you go out and decide, oh yeah, you know, I'm gonna fucking buy one, like, you check the price, it's almost a $3,000 pistol. So, no, I love the 1911. I own a 1911. They're phenomenal pistols, but yeah, they're not doing all that. On the subject of guns, I was kind of surfing Palmetto State Armory's website, and I saw something that kind of interested me. I don't know if any of you guys are into AKs. You have an AK, Taco?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Oh, you got one?
I'm sorry, what?
You got an AK?
No.
Well, since the embargoes on Russian shit has been going on with the war in Ukraine, 7.62 by 3.9, and I think the 5.4, whatever the fuck the ammo the 74 takes, the 5 by 4.5 or some shit. Yeah, those rounds have become a lot more expensive. Like, it used to be you'd buy an AK because you could get the ammunition for dirt fucking cheap and take it out and shoot it and enjoy it. But 7.62 ammo has gotten comparable to 5.56 ammo in price. Only it's starting to become not quite as widely available. So,
5.56 over here is hard to get.
In Ohio?
Sir.
That's surprising. I could throw a rock in any given direction and hit some 5.56 ammo here.
I could probably get it at the gun shop, shooting range. But I can't go to I can't walk into like regular stores and get it anymore.
No, I can.
But what I'm saying is you can find it, but you're not going to buy like a bulk amount.
Oh, here you can.
Like you might get, 3-4 magazines worth, but that's it.
Oh wow.
3 or 4 magazines worth is
great for
enough.
is great for a day or something, you know what I'm saying? But not if you're trying to use it.
Well, I mean, your standard loadout would have between 6 and 8 magazines.
That's what I'm saying. Like you could get 4, maybe.
Well, I think it'd still be more accessible than 7.62 there. By 39 specifically.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know anybody that actively uses 7.62 to give you an accurate depiction of that.
Well, the market has been responding by coming out with 5.56 and 300 blackout AKs.
That could be fun.
Well, Palmetto State Armory has something on their website that got my attention. You know the Krinkov? The AKS 74U with like the side folding stock and the shorter barrel?
Yes, the 7.4U. Yes.
Yeah, they got one that shoots. They got a 5.56 and a 300 blackout one on Palmetto State Armory's website.
Dude, that's badass.
And the 300 blackouts got my attention because that would be really cool to put a silencer on.
That could be.
Or that,
I don't know
that
if I'd
video,
want a silencer.
that video I sent you, that 4570 with the suppressed barrel.
Yeah, that thing was pretty quiet.
Yeah, it was.
Well, the beautiful thing about the suppressor, Taco, is if you don't want it on the gun, you can take it off.
Well, right.
And if you end up not wanting it, you could just save yourself the extra money and not buy it. It's like another $1,000 on top of the gun. But if you, I would say if you're not gonna silence it, then my recommendation would be to buy the 5.56 one. And the reason for that is because the ammo is going to be less expensive. 300 blackouts like $1 a bullet. 300 blackout will knock some shit down though.
Yes, it will.
So, I don't know. You just, I guess, take that into consideration with your purchasing decisions and go from there. But they have it for like $1,200. It's pretty compelling. Palmetto State Armory is a company that's really fucking slept on, though. Like, a lot of people talk shit on them because, like, their prices are pretty low. But I don't know. I think their prices being pretty low is a good thing. And I've got some Palmetto State Armory stuff. Like, I've got an upper.
I was gonna say low price doesn't necessarily mean low quality.
I've got an upper, and I've fired 100 rounds of steel case bullshit ammo through it, like just garbage ammo that's notorious for making guns jam up. You know, I fired that shit through it, and I don't know, didn't have any issues. No feeding issues, no stovepipes, no nothing. So, and they're like, well, one criticism that I do be hearing is like, well, Palmetto State Armory's not gonna have the same life as the same amount of life in the barrel as like something more expensive. That, oh, well, you can only shoot 10,000 rounds through a Palmetto State Armory where you'd be shooting 20,000 rounds through this other thing. And I look at these people, I'm like, dude, it's a $300 upper. Like, have you checked the price of ammo lately? By the time you fired 10,000 rounds through that upper, you've probably purchased 5 or 6 more guns anyways. Like, it's a $300 upper. Give me a break.
I'll say barrels aren't that expensive.
No, they're not. They're not. I you know what? I could go down to Rainier right now and get one for $50.
Right.
And while it is a bit more advanced of a thing than what your average person would be doing, it is very possible and, you know, not terribly difficult to replace the fucking barrel on that. Ooh, here's a question in the YouTube comments. What's faster, a 2004 Mercury Marauder or a 2011 Crown Vic Police Interceptor?
I want to say the Marauder, but I'm going to go with the Crown Vic.
A Murano?
The Marauder.
The one that has the police chip in it.
Well, it doesn't really have a chip.
I'll go with the Police Interceptor all day long.
I think in overall top speed, the Police Interceptor's got it, but the Marauder comes with a slightly more aggressive gear ratio. So I think the Marauder beats the Crown Vic off the line, but I think in a long term, like a long haul fucking race, I think the Crown Vic could win. I mean, a lot of that comes down to driver skill too. Now, if you want to go a little more into the weeds, I would take on a Mercury Marauder in my fucking 5-speed Crown Vic all day.
Oh, yeah.
All day. I don't know why Ford didn't do it on a mass production basis, but them not adding 5-speed as an option to the Crown Vic is damn near criminal, because that car goes a lot faster than it has any business going when you fucking swap the transmission. Like, there is somebody who did a YouTube video of it, and like swapping the transmission took a full 1.5 to 2 seconds off their quarter-mile time.
Hey,
Yeah.
Those who don't do
well,
racing
but
is
you're,
that
but you're also,
significant.
but with that transmissions though, you're also going from cast to aluminum, so you're losing about
I mean,
30 to 50 pounds too.
No, with all you're actually losing closer to the neighborhood of 150 to 200 pounds, because the automatic transmissions are a lot heavier. But yeah, for those of you who don't race, a fucking a 2-second improvement in time is quite significant.
Oh yeah.
For those of you who fucking played Midnight Club Dub Edition, that takes your fucking D-class car and makes it a C-class car. That was probably a bad reference. I don't know. You ever played Dub Edition, Taco?
You know I have, but I was more of a Midnight Club guy.
Well, yeah, it's like unlocking the next level of race cars. Like, that's kind of what a 2-second difference is.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
And it may be a little bit hard to quantify, but like 1 Chicago, 2 Chicago. That's how fucking far behind you are when you have a car that's 2 seconds ahead of you. Which, when you're standing still, doesn't seem like much, but anybody who's played a fucking race game and looked at the fucking time on the side as they're doing shit, like 2 seconds in a race can be an eternity. Or at least it'll feel like it. You ever done like one of those point-to-point things and you're like, oh, I'm 2 seconds behind the par time that I need to beat it. And then you see how hard you have to bust ass to make up that 2 seconds. Like, for people who don't be racing cars like that, that there ought to put something into perspective.
First thing that popped into my head was something like Gran Turismo Laguna Seca.
Yeah.
There's a new USA.
Yeah, in Gran Turismo, a car that's 2 seconds ahead of you is like 50 or 60 feet ahead of you. Which, again, when you're, when you're looking at it on paper, it doesn't seem like much. But when you're sitting in that fucking car, and you're the one behind, although it feels like an eternity if you're the one ahead too, because you're like, fuck, I'm 2 seconds ahead, dude. I got this shit. Hey, fuck that guy. He ain't catching up. And then you relax a little bit, and then he catches up.
Right, but you are like one wall rub or wide turn away from being caught up to.
Yeah, that was my favorite track on Gran Turismo. Laguna Seca. Although that was one of the hardest tracks in that game. That track will put some hair on your chest. That was, man, anytime as a kid when my friends were talking shit, I was like, all right, well, let's talk that shit on Laguna Seca.
Is that the one in Germany? No, I'm thinking of a different.
No.
I might even be thinking of a different game because a buddy of mine had a racing game, and I thought it was Gran Turismo, but there's one in Germany, like the.
Gran Turismo is the first one that came for PlayStation 1. It was like one of the first real racing games.
It was.
Basically
I remember
more of a
that
simulator.
One. Hold on, let me. I know it's a German course. They got like
no, the Laguna
a short course and a long
You're
course.
talking about the Nürburgring.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
The Laguna Seca is different. The Laguna Seca has like the defining thing about the Laguna Seca is it's like a fucking it's like fucking Medusa, you know? They got these long ass fucking straightaways on the Laguna Seca. Like long ass motherfucking straightaways followed by a series of like really stupidly fucking sharp turns.
Yeah, well, I would call them like a hairpin turn, and by the time you pull out of the hairpin turn to get your car back straight because you're going at a heavy speed, you're at a hairpin turn at the opposite direction.
I remember. I remember that.
And then on top of that, they got this one turn that's like a corkscrew where they are like you are straight dropping down like 15 feet in elevation.
Yeah, like
I remember that track
the
too.
The track disappears. If you don't know the track, you're hitting the wall.
And then on top of that, the other thing, like the one, other than that series of turns and that fucking corkscrew, the thing that made Laguna Seca like the damnation of all racetracks for people is the damn long straightaway gets you tempted to just go. What's up?
It's gonna shoot you in the back of the head with it.
The Laguna Seca's ha! You missed me! The Laguna Seca's got you doing this whole like the long straightaway, right? And this is the fucking thing with every fucking race game. You're like, I got a long straightaway, I'm gonna go as fast as I can all the way down this motherfucker. But the way that track is set up, it's hard to see the distance, right? So you're going as fast as you can, and then you hit fucking dirt. And it wasn't like grass or something. Like they set you in these fucking sand dunes, and it like if your car leaves that track, you lose.
Yeah, you said the corkscrews and the tight turns. I remember that track now too. Yeah, I fucked that track.
Dude, I love that track. That track was my favorite track. Dude, I kid you not, like I hated that track at first, but then one day I sat down and like, dude, this is the fucking try-hard tendency in me where I'm like, dude, I really fucking hate this. And I'm like, well, I'm going to be the best at this. Dude, I sat down in that fucking track one day. You know how Gran Turismo 3 had those long-ass endurance races?
Mm-hmm.
And you didn't get to autopilot it either.
Nope.
You didn't get to autopilot that shit. So, like, you'd take on this long endurance race that's like 250 laps, and you're there for like 4.5 hours. And that's how I got good on Laguna Seca.
But yeah, that one and the Special Club R5.
Oh yeah, that too.
But the payoff was in one of the endurance races, you got the Escudo, and the other one you got the
The Escudo was like the stupidest fucking car in that game. You could beat.
Go ahead.
If you tune that car the right way, like you could fuck up as badly as you want in a race and still win.
What, the Escudo?
Yeah. Dude, the way I had that car tuned, I was able to get that car up to 290 miles an hour. Like, you don't even see the fucking turn coming. Like, you're just going way too fast. You don't see anything. You're just... Like the strategy with that car was to go as fast as you could and then just fucking ram into the wall and then turn.
I mean, you could do that, but really the Escudo was made for like the super speedway and the test course,
Yeah.
and then just rack your money that way.
Well, what I did for money was I would get in the fucking Indy cars, and I'd do endurance races in those.
Oh, you're talking A spec.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, I'm talking like the absolute fucking top tier, as fast as you can go and shit. Now, granted, I have fun with some of the slower cars in that game. Like some of my favorite cars to drive in that game, like the fucking C5 Corvette, the C6 Corvette too, the Mustang Cobra SVTR,
Yeah.
the Mazda Miata.
Well, the Miata you get off top. That's like most people's first pick.
Yeah, that's like smart people's first pick usually.
Right.
That was like my buddy. He always, oh, you gotta drive the Dodge Viper. Fuck that Dodge Viper.
Well, the Dodge Viper, I don't know. It wasn't bad, but dude, I kid you not, fucking, I would smoke anybody in any Dodge Viper in my C5 Corvette, like straight up.
Oh yeah.
That C5 Corvette in Gran Turismo is like the perfectly balanced car.
Have you ever driven, like real life driven a Viper?
Yeah.
It's like the bell housing so fucking big at the transmission, the gas pedals where the brake should be. It's like, good lord.
Oh, yeah. Well, on top of that, the fucking throttle in that particular car is really goddamn touchy, and the tires they put on it suck.
Because I had to pull, when I worked at the shop, I had to pull one in so I could work on it. And it's like, I'm not pulling this fucker out. I do not feel comfortable sitting in this thing. I'm fucking, my feet are, no.
Well, my thing with
I didn't even want to work on it, honestly.
my thing with the Dodge Viper is like, Dodge they created a really high quality car with the Viper.
Oh, yeah.
And then they put it on really shitty tires.
Sorry, I was muted. I said they put it on a shitty frame that made
yeah.
the tire shit.
It was a pretty shitty frame they put it on, too.
I mean, theoretically, you're describing, what was that? The Dodge, what was the other one that was real small that was like a Viper, a baby Viper?
Oh, yeah. If you hadn't said anything, I could have told you. I know what you're talking about.
Man, if I heard it, I'd know it.
You're not talking about
same thing as like.
You're not talking about the
Go ahead.
the Neon SRT4, are you?
No, not a Neon. No. It was like a sports car, but smaller than the Viper. It looked just like the fucking Viper. And then there was Geo's version, the Storm. Same thing, shit frame, dude. So it had no grip. The same thing with the SX 240 SX Nissan.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I don't know, that I just felt like the car had no fucking traction, and when I got out and inspected those tires, and they were fucking OEM tires.
The Copperhead.
Like, the rubber fucking had no, like, usually you'd want it to be a little bit grippy. And it didn't have that. It was just fucking slick. Like, there was tread, but the rubber felt smooth as fuck. Like, it's not trying to fucking grip the road. I'm like, dude, these tires fucking suck. But yes,
Copperhead is what you're thinking of.
I've driven a Viper, and not only have I driven a Viper, I've had the opportunity to buy one.
It's not a Copperhead, but yeah, the Copperhead is close. No, man, it's
I used to play CSR. My account on CSR was pretty fucking stacked. I had that maxed out fucking McLaren, and then I got bored with it. It's like, dude, my McLaren F1 is doing 6.5 fucking with all the maxed out everything on. I was like, I don't fucking need anything else in this game, and I stopped playing it. I'm not a big fan of the Hellcat. I'm not a big fan of it.
Yeah.
I just maybe it's me being a little bit jaded, but I'm just I don't know. There's fucking so many of them on the road. They're not. I respect the straight line performance of them, but they don't have the fucking curb appeal to me. I'm like, fucking whatever. It's another Challenger or a Charger. Who gives a shit? Like, there's only one Dodge car that I'm like, oh shit. Like, if I had the money, I'd go out of my way and buy, and the Hellcat ain't it.
I'll tell you what was a sleeper car, and they didn't make too many of them when they remade them, were the new GTOs. The Pontiacs.
Yeah.
Them fuckers were some sleeper cars there. When
Yeah.
they remade them, they only made like 1,000 of them or 2,500 of them, something like that. But
They were pretty quick. You know what I would want if I had a Hellcat? Like, what I would do with a Hellcat? I would take the fucking engine and everything out of it, and I would swap it into a fucking Dodge Charger Police.
and what I was looking for was a Dodge Stealth.
oh, the Stealth, yeah.
I
It
almost
looks just like a baby Viper.
Yeah.
bought one of those when I
You're
was
not
in high
wrong.
school. So, yeah, I would take the fucking engine out of the Hellcat and I'd put it in an old Dodge Charger police car. You want to know why?
Why?
I mean, either that or I'd take the suspension or some parts from the...
Right, just upgrade the suspension.
Like,
man.
I'd be swapping something from the police car to the Hellcat or something from the Hellcat to the police car. Whichever one I decide is easier when I'm doing it. But the Charger police car is different from the civilian one in that the Charger police car has all-wheel drive. And the civilian ones are rear-wheel drive. While rear-wheel
I knew
drive is
that.
fun for like drifting and in parking lots and shit like that, I think from a performance standpoint, all-wheel drive is better. So that's what I would do with a Hellcat. I would either make the Hellcat four-wheel drive or all-wheel drive, or I would take the fucking engine out of it and put it in the fucking cop car. Actually, I'd probably lean towards taking the engine out of it and putting it in the cop car from the standpoint of, well, I don't have a Hellcat, so people aren't going to look at me like I have a Hellcat. Like there is that, you know?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, well, this dude just has a regular Charger. Well, they have a regular... They think I have a regular Charger. They're not going to be coming up and trying to fucking get me to do some pointless fucking bullshit drag race that I don't really want to do. Like, as much as I like racing, I really don't like it when people pull up on me at stoplights. Like, this shit's annoying. Go away, you know?
Right. You will lose. I will make you cry. Go home.
Well, I've been thinking about putting a 5.0 Coyote in my Crown Vic. I keep toying around with the idea. I think it'd be fun. 5-speed Crown Vic with a fucking Coyote. Nobody'd see that shit coming. Till it's gone. Nobody see that shit coming until they've seen it go. Like, man, you'll be looking at fucking taillights
I mean, manual transmission, shorter gears, lighter, smaller flat. Yeah.
Man, I remember when I played CSR too.
I used to play Dirt all the time. Did you ever play that one?
I played it a little bit. I didn't really get into it very much though, because outside of like specific rally car racing, like it's not my thing.
Yeah. You ever watch them fucking like the rally car races? Them cameramen, some of them fuckers come within millimeters of death.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You
I've
ain't
seen
paying
it.
me enough. I was
Oh,
watching
no.
a video the other day. One was coming around the corner, and the cameraman, I bet that spoiler didn't miss that camera by a fucking sheet of paper.
Oh no, I think that'd be great. Sign me up. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's fucking get it.
I know, but since Ken Block died, it ain't worth watching anymore. That fucker was crazy.
Yeah, he was.
I watched a bunch of his drift videos. Like, dude, you got balls. You got a seat just for your balls. I guarantee it.
Dude has to like wheelbarrow them shits into the fucking trailer when he goes to sleep at night.
Right.
All right, let's have a fun conversation right here about cars, okay? Fucking money no object, but you cannot sell it. Like this is just gonna be, you're gonna have this for the rest of your life. Pick a car.
69 Trans Am.
You want a
84 or an 86 Grand National.
I want a 25 CRV.
A 2025 CRV?
Yep.
Why?
4-cylinder, really good on gas, brand new car, way better than what the fuck I have, and I don't want a car that I gotta worry about people fucking with.
I mean, practical. Makes sense.
Man, y'all.
69 Trans Am.
I wrote y'all a blank check, and these are all very doable cars.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want something that's not doable. I want to be able to get parts for it when it breaks.
No shit.
Dude,
I
want
can.
I want a fucking factory 5 replica of a 1965 Shelby Cobra with a fucking
White or blue?
silver or black.
Oh yeah, the original ones were, yeah, they were, and then it was white with blue stripes or blue with white stripes. You're right. You're right.
I don't really care about originality. I want black with gold stripes. It's a replica. It's not original. Who gives a shit?
Right.
And I want to instead of the I think it's the 454 or whatever, the big one, the big engine that they have, the 460 or whatever. Instead of that, I want a 350 Windsor. And the specific reason for that is because you can get comparable horsepower numbers and it weighs like 300 pounds less.
Yeah, 351 Windsors were good.
So that's what I want. What do I think about the Demon? I actually would like a Demon. I wouldn't.
There is a Demon in my backyard.
Like
It's not mine. It's my next door neighbor's. But there is a Demon in my backyard.
Like a Dodge Demon?
Yes.
That's crazy.
And that Grand National that I was saying that I wanted is in my backyard. It's his, and I want it desperately.
A buddy of mine's got an 87 Grand National, and it's
Dude,
like, fuck.
Them things are.
Well, I
fucking
had an
monsters.
86. I had an 86 Cutlass Supreme.
Right. See, Cutlasses are good. They
Yeah.
weren't then, but now, oh my God, Cutlasses are good.
You know one thing. You know one thing I'd kind of like is a 1970s Monte Carlo, like a 71.
71,
I mean,
72 before they changed it.
At that point, just go with a Delta 88.
I don't know. Something about the fucking Monte Carlo does it for me. Or a fucking boat tail Buick Riviera. That'd be pretty cool. We have a guy in town who's got a boat tail Buick. No, I love the Demon, and I've got mad respect for the Demon. But also, I'm not jaded from the fact that, like, I don't see 5 million of them on the highway, and I don't have them dicks cutting me off trying to act like they're in a Fast and the Furious movie. Like, I like race cars and I like racing and shit, but dude, when I'm out driving on the road, man, I'm trying to get from fucking over here to over there, right? Like, I ain't trying to have any fucking drama while I'm driving. If I've got to go newer like Chad did, fucking, this may catch some of y'all off guard, but I'd probably get a Tesla Model X.
Okay.
I saw you said that. I saw a guy. I was coming home from work last Friday, and then there's a guy like lives in the subdivision over by my college, and he's got one of them trucks, and that's the ugliest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life.
Dude, I would rock a Cybertruck.
I was like, I saw that, and I was like, I saw it once, like, what the fuck is that? And then I saw it again. I was like, what? No. And then it's like, yeah, it is.
I would rock a fucking, dude, I would rock that fucking Cybertruck, and I'll tell you why. Because people have an illogical hatred for that truck. Like, they have a hatred that goes beyond, like, what you would... Like, most people that hate a vehicle, they're just like, I don't fucking like that vehicle. Like, it's shitty, like, whatever, right? Like, some of these people who hate the Cybertruck let their hatred for the Cybertruck fucking define them as a person. And I don't get it. I don't understand it.
I don't like the way it looks, but I won't knock it.
Well, that's going to say, I'm not knocking Tesla. I don't, whatever, drive what you want to drive, but I'm more of an aesthetic. That thing looks like a fucking recycled stealth bomber. I don't know, but
I would drive one simply because of the amount of people that get pissed off at seeing it.
Well, it caught me off guard more than anything, because I was like, first I saw it and I was like, what the fuck is that? That's like, look, because I saw it at a distance and it looked like a fucking, the way I saw it, it looked like a new Hummer, like military vehicle or something. I was like, what the fuck? Then I saw it again and I was like, all right, I know what it is, not my thing, whatever. If that's what you want, go for it. But
dude, if I had one, I'd paint it matte black, because then it would look like a fucking stealth bomber.
Mad Max.
I mean, tell me it wouldn't.
No, I'm not disagreeing. It does now. It looks like a fucking stealth bomber driving down the road. That's what it's like. Military's coming because, well, there's an armory, National Guard armory, a little bit down the road. Well, it's still in town, but because they'll bring troops in and training or whatever, flying Chinooks or Blackhawks or whatever. It's like, okay, there's a new one. I haven't seen that one before.
I don't know, but people's hatred for it goes to a point of being illogical, and I think that a lot of people hate Tesla because they're being told to hate Tesla.
Well, I mean, let's be real, and I'll call it for what it is, and I'm only going to call it for what it is. But I mean, when you make something like the Cybertruck, and charge as much as you are for the Cybertruck and having all the problems that the Cybertruck has, no, dude, it is a shit product.
Yeah, there is like
Well, I
90
mean,
or 100 recalls on them. I do know that.
when I'm talking about a hatred for Tesla, I'm not even just talking the Cybertruck. I'm talking about the entity as a whole.
Well, I don't know much about the entity as the whole. I just know a little bit about the electric cars, and the cars aren't so bad, but the Cybertruck is definitely a fail, dude.
I've driven a Model S and a Model Y. I've actually driven multiple Model Ys. Um,
Yeah, me too. A couple of my exes, Model Y.
I mean, I don't know. A lot of people's problems with Tesla could be addressed by fucking, like we just need we need the infrastructure, and some of that shit's gonna involve reworking our fucking power grid, which is something we've needed to do anyways. I don't know. I don't imagine gas cars were working perfectly when they fucking came out. I'm sure a lot of the people back then are like, oh, you know, like, fuck that. I'll just take a horse.
I mean, it took Henry Ford 22 years to figure out the Model T. Sorry, Model A. But no, I'm not. I mean, I'm like standing over here like I'm against all electric. I'm not against that. If that's what you want, go for it.
No,
In
but
town
like,
driving, whatever.
Like, a significant number of people are, and I don't know. There's a part of me that thinks that needs to be addressed, because people are thinking something mainly because, like, they're fucking whoever political people they listen to, Fox News or whatever, are telling them that they need to believe something.
Oh, well, there are them people out there too. You're not
Like
wrong.
a lot of these people I've dealt with, they're like, oh yeah, we don't want to have a fucking solar panel battery built in our town. I'm like, why the fuck not? And then they, you know, oh, well, these liberals are blah, blah, blah. I'm like, dude, fucking put fucking political belief aside for a second and let's analyze this on a logical level. Like, what job is it trying to do, and is it effective at the job?
Okay, solar fields, yes. The windmills that we got around here, the big fiberglass ones, that no, I'm not. Whatever.
I'm not necessarily against windmills. I'm not necessarily for them either. I don't know enough about them to understand, because, well, the people that are against them, at least here, they're like, well, the windmills are giving us cancer, and to me that doesn't make any fucking sense.
That's a news thing. That's
Oh.
got to be a news thing.
The windmills are giving us cancer. Like, how does a fan give you cancer?
Well, my brother-in-law used to work on. My brother-in-law is used to be an electrician, and he'd go work on them. And he would say them fucking motors that spin them hold like 350 gallon of oil, and they're fucking leaking all over. They're leaking all over the place inside those windmills.
That's what I'm saying. They're putting chemicals in the water, turning the frickin' frogs gay.
But no, that's what I was getting at for electric vehicles. Like, we go to Canada for 2 weeks in the summer. It takes me 2 days to get there with my gas truck. How long do you think, if I got to stop every hour and I have to charge for 3 hours, it's going to take me a fucking week to get to Canada.
Yeah, but you could just fly up there.
They see people in the day.
Yeah, but I can't take my boat on a plane.
Then I'm good to go.
That's a you problem, but it is possible to just fly there.
Now, if their trucks, I know they got the electric trucks. If they get I had a hybrid truck and got their shit together, yeah, maybe I could probably go for that.
This comes back to needing infrastructure, right? Like some of these places have like the supercharged fucking stations where you'll plug your vehicle in and it'll charge in like a half hour. Like, and then you could drive for like, you know, 4 or 5 hours. And you're like, okay, I'm gonna plug in, I'm gonna charge, and while I'm charging, I'll fuck off and get some lunch, and then I'll come back and my shit will be charged. Like, you're not really trying to sit in a car for longer than 4 or 5 hours straight anyways. You gotta stop at some point.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but I'm the type that will do long term.
That's why I like to travel at night. Like if we go somewhere, leave at midnight. Why? There ain't no one on the road. You know how much fucking ground I can cover from fucking midnight to 4 before people get on the roads?
Yep.
I don't know, if I've gotta go that long of a distance, I'll take a fucking plane.
Well, I don't know, man. It was worth the drive when we went to Colorado.
Yeah, but y'all were moving shit.
Well, the second time. The first time, I just went for fun.
Well, damn, where are you? You're in Ohio? Shit.
Yeah, it's a 23-hour drive, and we did it
I was gonna
straight.
say, I was gonna say if we drive straight through here, it's about 17 probably.
When's the next time we're having fucking Cozy in?
I don't know. I hadn't really thought about it. I know she wants to go back to Colorado for sure. So, not very far away, but I don't trust the car that I have, so I have to rent a car if I was going to do it.
At some point in the beginning of next year, I'm going to Colorado.
You're going where?
To Colorado.
Oh, okay.
He gonna get high.
I
Too
didn't
late.
say anything about getting high.
You don't
No,
need
I
to.
did. You
You're
didn't
going to
have to.
Colorado.
Yeah.
I didn't say anything about getting high.
I was gonna
I'm
say
just
what
going
else
to
is there?
Colorado.
What else is there to do?
He's a good Kansas boy. He ain't trying to do that.
Okay.
I mean, there's a lot of good breweries up there, and there's fucking, you know, mountains and shit you can go explore. Like, there's a lot of shit to do in Colorado. If you're into outdoors shit like I am, Colorado is practically Vegas. Like, it's a big fucking playground for someone like me. One of these days, I intend to go up there and go grizzly bear hunting.
Oh yeah, a couple of my cousins go out there about every 2 to 3 years, elk hunting out there in Colorado.
Nice.
That's good
Yeah,
eating.
it is. He's got one of his bull elk heads. He's got mounted that the antlers are so tall. If you're sitting on the couch or in the chair, you're eye level with the fucking elk because the antlers are like 7 foot tall.
I was asked here by the guy who's in here talking about cars if I like the 04 SRT Neon.
SRTs aren't bad, dude.
No, they're not bad, but you're not gonna get one these days that's in decent shape.
Now,
all of the SRT Neons are completely fucking roached, bro.
you know those are on PT Cruiser frames, right? It's
Or
basically
Cavaliers.
yeah. Well, that's like the what was it, the Pontiac Vibe and the Toyota Matrix. It's the same car, same everything, just different shell.
Thunderbirds and Cougars.
I don't think what frame it's on matters all that much to me as much as the results do. I also don't entirely hate PT Cruisers.
I don't know. The couple I rode in, I'd rather fucking walk because it's such a rough ride.
I don't dislike the SRT Neon, but fucking for the amount of money you'd spend getting one that's in decent shape, there's like a million things you could buy that would be better. Like fucking 2 Mercury Marauders. Like, I think the last one that I saw that was in like decent shape sold on Cars and Bids for like 30,000.
Oh shit.
Like, yeah, we're not just talking about the regular neon, which, come to think of it, I haven't seen a regular neon in fucking ages.
I haven't either. I ain't even seen any neons. Yeah, I used to see the SRTs running around, well, College Town, whatever, but I ain't seen any of those in a long time now.
Well, I
that
mean, they
you
came
said
out with
that.
these fucking turbocharged fucking neons, the
Yeah.
SRTs. Those were pretty fucking decent, but what's happened is all the fucking kids got a hold of them and tried to be fucking Fast and the Furious and
Riced them.
Yep.
fucking riced them up and chopped these fucking cars up, and the ones that are still on the road for the most part look like shit, and they're like fucking Frankenstein versions of what they previously were.
Right.
I like what it was when it came out. I don't really like what it is now, if that answers the question. Like, brand new off the showroom floor, Neon SRT4, yeah, let's fucking get it all day. But nowadays, like, it's and there's a lot of cars that are like this. Like, go out and try to find a fucking 90s fucking CRX that's not roached. Or fucking any Honda Civic from, like, the mid-2000s and older.
You're not.
And I'm like, I don't know. I don't really want to buy a car that has somebody else's shit on it. I just want a car.
I want to buy it, put my own shit into it.
It depends on the car. For the most part, I just want to buy it and leave it the fuck alone. I'm like, if it's not fucking how I want it to be when I buy it, I shouldn't have bought it.
Right.
That's one of the reasons why I want a C6 Corvette, is because that's like one of the newest cars that comes how I want it. Although that's just me. Like, I don't. My friend Brandon, he has a fucking Tesla and it's got all the bells and whistles, and I'm like, I don't care about half of this shit. Like, I just want cruise control, air conditioning, and a radio that I can hook my phone to.
I'm not knocking the Corvette. That's just not one of my cars. Do they look sharp? Yeah. It's just, I don't know, I guess. Go ahead.
The C6 Corvette, I'm not talking about the new Corvette. I'm talking like...
Oh, no, the new Corvettes are ugly. They're trying to make it look like a Lamborghini. Why?
I like the new Corvettes. My only problem with the new Corvette is it doesn't come in manual. No, my deal with the fucking... like, these Corvettes I think are like 2006 to 2012. Or 2005 to 2012 or some shit like that. That's the generation of Corvette that I'm talking about. That
I know.
It has all of the stuff that I want, and it doesn't really have a bunch of stuff that I don't want.
I guess if I was going to have a Corvette, I'd have probably a 72 Stingray, which was the last year that they actually used steel for a frame before they went to fiberglass.
I think the fiberglass is great, but that's just me.
No, I got nothing against Corvettes. It's just not my cup of tea, I guess. I mean, I got nothing against them. They're sharp. I just here, fucking a Corvette starts at 120.
What's better for racing, automatic or manual? Like, better pull, like, for race? Well,
Manual.
It depends on the type of racing you're doing. If you're just going in a straight line, I think automatic might be objectively better. But if you're going for overall, all-around fucking performance, having a manual transmission is going to give you a lot more control over the car. Like, you decide what gear you want it to be in and when. And I think, like, when you're going around turns and corners and shit like that, like, I think that's better. I think automatic is easier for people to do.
Right.
I think automatic is better for straight lines for most people. Because a lot of people don't necessarily know how to optimally shift for that straight line drag racing with a manual. And it's something you can learn, but if you can have something that just does it for you, then what's the fucking point?
That's what I'm saying. If you're gonna do it, do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Shit, you don't even have to have a manual. You could put a slap shifter in there and get the same results.
You could just do it.
You won't do it.
I mean, it's still a manual, but a slap shifter, you just pop it.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I think the thing about cars, dude, is like, I mean, you look at it like a fucking tool, and it's the same way with guns and everything. Like, yeah, you can use one, like, you can use a flathead screwdriver to screw a Phillips head screw.
But why?
Well, a lot of people get the impression that, like, I don't know, you have to have this or you have to have that, and I don't know, that ain't necessarily the fucking case. Like, honestly, sometimes you just gotta work with what you got.
I mean, you can use a butter knife too, but you should probably use the right tool for the job.
I mean, if you have access to it, sure. But I'd be seeing so many people, right, who they don't have the right tool for, or they don't have the right tool for the job, and they're like, well, I can't fucking do it now, and then they just shut down. I'm like, well, it may not be the right tool for the job, but can you do it? Can you figure it the fuck out?
Can we?
You know?
Yes. Today's people, probably not.
So, what I'm getting at with that is that you don't always have to have the best for everything. Like,
No.
Like the Mark 23 is probably the best 45 ever made, as a discussion we've had earlier. However, the 1911 could still fucking get it done.
Right.
Back-to-back world champs.
And yeah, I mean, it's proven itself in fucking 2 world wars. Like, it's a great fucking design. And the 45 caliber bullet certainly does work. And if you wish to prove to me that it doesn't, then we can go to the shooting range and you can stand out there if you want to.
And this is why women live longer.
Well, that's what I say when people are like, well, 22 is an inferior, you can't defend yourself with a 22. That's a bad cartridge. Like, well, not really.
Want to bet?
A 22 won't kill anybody. Huh? Would you bet your life on that?
Right. No. I mean, you ever watch the first 48? That's the most guns they find are 22s and 25s.
The Mercury Marauder slaps. It's a good car. But yeah, dude, more people have been killed by 22 caliber in crimes than any other fucking gun.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm gonna have to bring this shindig to an end. I'm getting tired. Also, I don't know, I gotta use the bathroom at some point. And it's getting to be that time of the night anyways. So I will see you all in the next live stream. If you haven't, make sure to like and subscribe. Don't run with scissors. Maintain 3 points of contact when on a